you're curious about crypto, but you don't know where to start. Introducing What the Crypto, a podcast by Africa's leading cryptocurrency platform, Luno. We simplify cryptocurrency, taking you from zero to crypto.
Investing in cryptocurrency is not regulated in South Africa and may result in the loss of capital as the value can fluctuate. Views and opinions shared on this podcast are that of the guests and not of Luno. Any material or information on this podcast does not constitute as financial advice.
Download the Luno app, where you can sign up, make a deposit, and buy crypto in minutes.
Thank you for pressing play on What the Crypto, a podcast by Luno, Africa's leading cryptocurrency platform. My name is DJ At Large, and today's episode is all about other people sharing their crypto stories. When did they first hear about crypto? What was their impression? What coin did they buy? And how has their journey been so far? These average South Africans are teachers, a DJ, a law student, and even a software developer. And hopefully their stories will encourage you to get started, to take control of your money by downloading the Luno app and joining the millions and millions around the world who own crypto. And today, we'll start by sharing Ivyn Sambo's crypto story. He's a very popular financial education content creator with a massive passion for teaching people about investing, particularly on his YouTube channel, where he has thousands of subscribers. Ivyn, welcome to What the Crypto.
Thank you so much for having me, brother. I'm really honored to be here.
I always love having a chat with you. So we're obviously speaking remotely. Where are you currently located right now, brother?
No, I'm currently at Cape Town, UWC. So as I said, I'm a student, so I'm sitting at rest right now.
and how's school been going this year for you?
Let's not get there, please. That's emotional damage. I think crypto is a better topic than my academics right now.
So, Ivyn, I've got a random crypto question for you, right? If cryptocurrency was a DJ, what genre of music would they play, and what would be their favorite song?
It will be DJ Euphonic, and they will play that kind of music, DJ Euphonic type of vibe. Because not everyone understands it, but those who understand it are in love with it.
I like that. So, Ivyn, as I was saying earlier on, this episode is all about people telling their crypto stories. And I want to dive into your crypto story. When did you first hear about cryptocurrency, and what was your first impression?
Back in the days, man, it was long. A friend of mine actually popped it up on one of our WhatsApp group. I think it was a schoolwork, and everyone just thought it was joking. They may not take it serious. That time we was talking about this coin called Action Coin. I'm not sure if you guys know about it. There was a coin that time called Action Coin, and you used to like refer people on your own, and you get that coin, and you can change that coin to Bitcoin, and change Bitcoin. But that time was also a hype around Bitcoin. That was the first time I heard about it, but it was a scam type of vibe because Action Coin actually ended up being a scam. So and a lot of people put money in Action Coin. So I thought the first time I heard about crypto, and it was during that time. But I was never into it. I never was into it until I was doing grade 12. That's when I made my first crypto investment.
Okay, so the first time you hear about crypto, it's part of a scam, it doesn't end well, and then in matric, you now start to have this interest in crypto. Where does the interest start from?
Actually, it was influence as well. It was peer pressure as well. This friend of mine from grade 10 was the one that forced me to get into crypto in grade 12 again. And it was a scam in grade 10. I don't know. I'll be admitting this in public, but I gave him money to buy me Bitcoin. I gave this guy, I think it was 200 Rand. To go buy me crypto, and that was my first investment I made in crypto. But actually, it went well because I got my own wallet. He gave me my own wallet, and yeah. So that's the first investment I made, and he influenced me into buying it, and I turned Bitcoin into Kaduna. Then my second year, that's why I hugely went through investments into crypto. Started doing more research into it, buying more.
You know, your journey is so interesting because, you know, the first part of it is it's a scam. That's what happens. And then the second one is somebody you trust gets you into it and they help to set it up. And I think you were quite fortunate because most of the time when a friend, a family member, a neighbor sets something up for you, it tends to be a scam. And I just want to talk a bit about the importance of doing research generally when we talk about investing. Why is it so important to do your own research before you put money into something, even something like crypto?
The second you research something and understand how it works, you're able to invest it and align it to who you are as a person, you understand? Because you can't take and go into investment without knowing just because there's hype around it. And researching and understanding what a particular thing does before you put your money into it makes you feel more comfortable with your investment, makes you feel less worried about losing your money or not, because you take risks that you understand. You basically understand all the factors that come into play with a particular investment, and you're well informed about making it actually, if that makes sense.
You know, now you're much older, you're much wiser, you know a lot about investing and crypto in general. When you're talking to people about crypto, what are some of the misconceptions and the myths that come up? And what do you think is driving some of these things?
I think the biggest one is that crypto is a scam. And I think when you dive deep into that idea that crypto is a scam, it's driven also by people who are in the crypto space, who are misusing it wrongly. But people are always justified to say crypto is a scam. It's always justified because they have work experience. They have had stories of have had people losing their money and getting scammed. So that's the thing, that's the biggest stigma or myth around it. And the driving force of it, number one, is the people who are in crypto who are failing to explain crypto properly. People in crypto who are scamming people. People online who hype crypto up without proper information, or say, hey, I put in 1,000 rand and I made 3,000 and I made 6,000 rand within 24 hours. Those are the people driving that form of myth around crypto. And I said, crypto needs to be humble. People in the crypto space need to be humble. People in the crypto environment to be able to explain crypto in a humanized way. Crypto needs to be brought down into the African content, the way our South African people are living be explained. And that's why I want more people to start driving the education side of crypto. But that's one field that's not explained fully, the education side of crypto. What exactly is crypto? How can it work? How can it be used? People think crypto is something that you just invest into and just hope the price goes up, and there's a lot into crypto that goes into it.
And that's why this episode is so important, because it's average South Africans telling their story, whether it starts with a scam or whether you were deep in the books to try and understand what it is. I think it's so important that people like yourselves tell the honest story about what crypto is all about and then make it as simple as possible. And that's why you're one of my favorite people in terms of just talking about financial education in general.
One thing about crypto as well is that it's another gateway to development, especially for countries like South Africa, the continent of Africa. It's one huge platform. If you go deep and start researching about it, you find out there's so much opportunities for it, and the conversation are not being had. The conversation are not fully made into a level of where our people can understand the opportunities that are within there. So that's why I said the myth of saying crypto is a scam is the biggest one out there. But I said it's justified. It is. We can't blame people for having that because of the experience that they have dealt with crypto. But also at the same time, one other issue or one stigma that's around crypto as well is that it's hard to access. And I think as well that one goes back again to education as well, and also making crypto platform more accessible to our people, because sometimes some of these crypto platforms become too complicated that people don't know how to use them. That's why simplicity is the best way to make crypto easy to our people to understand and easy to use and easy to buy into it as well.
And I know in one of your videos on YouTube you speak about the Luno app actually being that simple, easy. You don't need to have a lot of money to start actually getting skin in the game. So I think you're making sense. Ivyn, do you mind if we play a little bit of a game?
Oh, I love games. You know me, bro.
I want to keep you. Yeah, I want to keep you on your crypto toes. So you know this game. It's called Never Have I Ever. So I'll read you a statement, and then you can either tell us never or it's something that you've done, and then give us a little bit of some context. Are you game?
I'm game. Let's
All
go.
right, cool stuff. So never have I ever bought a crypto coin because it had a catchy name or a cool logo.
I have, and I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Which coin was this?
Polkadot was the coin I bought just because of the logo. Ask me, what does Polkadot do? This like everything. I won't give you an answer. I will not. And I think I have like 3,000 rand on that coin.
And in terms of performance, how's it performing? Is it working out?
I haven't checked it. I need to check actually.
Ooh,
Last time I checked, I think it was in January.
Let me not give you a heart attack while we're recording. So let me go to the second statement. Never have I ever made a financial mistake because of social media pressure.
Nah. I think I have made financial decision of social media, but I don't like huge regrets. Sometimes when I take something from social media, I always leave the space for disappointments, and I also I knew sometimes it could go wrong. I had room that it would fall or not. So I was okay with the failure of that particular decision I made.
The last statement is never have I ever sold my crypto because I panicked.
Oh, I have.
Ivyn, thank you so much for being so honest and open, especially with the fact that you bought a specific coin because it looked cool. You know?
Here's the thing as well about crypto and how I buy it for myself, right? Crypto is one of the most riskiest investments you can make. And as much as you can always leave room for failure, and when you invest, you must always say, hey, there's a possibility or the thing can go right or wrong. Crypto, there's a high possibility of your investment going down by almost 90% over 2 minutes and going up by almost 300% within the next 4 minutes. So when you invest into crypto, always take that into consideration. For me, that's one thing I've always understood, that crypto is one of the riskiest investments you can make. And as a person, before you make that investment, be okay of up to lose. I always say this. I always say to when you buy shares, no, make a room for the invest money you're willing to lose up to 20 to 40% of it. What crypto, I always say, like 100% gone. Invest with that money, because if you invest with money that you cannot afford to lose at all, don't put it on crypto. Do not, because that's a high risk investment, but at the same time rewarding if you understand what you're investing into, and rewarding if you took those risks into account, rewarding if you invest in something that you have researched. Have a portion in crypto investment that I will never play with, that I will never sell because of hype, or never buy because of hype. Those are my investment coin that took my time to risk and understand for a long time. Then I have my coins which I just bought because of hype, and I said, well, because of the logo look nice, like Polkadot or Meta Hero, which I just bought because of hype. I didn't do that much research. Meta Hero, I'm taking it serious because I've done more research into it. But some coins I just bought because they were fun, and I'm willing to put 100 rand there, 200 rand there, and just play with it to see what's happening. What if this is the next meme, it's the next Dogecoin, whatever the case may be. I made for that space, and then there are some serious investment I take into account. I'm serious on your Cardano, your Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Those are serious investment that I couldn't play with. So I think that's the other thing people must take into account with me buying and selling them just for hype. You just need to do it like that, and it will make sense. Understand that it's risky, investment money you're willing to lose, but at the same time, for those investments you're making serious, take your time to research. And if you want to play around to see what's the next big thing, what's the next meme coin, yes. Sometimes we buy coins just because we hope that it'll be the next Dogecoin or the next Bitcoin, and they're just memes or the low. Literally, Google Polkadot. That name sounds nice, bro. Like, it sounds nice.
You know, the key thing that I'm taking away from what you're saying is, with any investment, crypto included, there is a risk and there's a reward. But you get closer to the reward when you've done your research. You get closer to the reward when you're patient, because investing is about the long term. You get closer to your reward when you don't rush, you don't risk money you can't afford to lose. So I think what you're saying is so spot on. Talking a bit, Ivyn, about your crypto wallet. What have you currently invested in? What are you holding right now in your crypto wallet?
My crypto wallet is not that big. I'm currently a big fan of Cardano. Those who follow me or know I'm a big fan. So I'm hugely into Cardano. And as well as I have Bitcoin, because obvious reason Bitcoin is a giant of the cryptocurrency space. And you cannot invest in crypto without having Bitcoin. So I have Bitcoin as well. I'm not holding that big of it. I don't want to lie. I'm not big into Bitcoin. I have Solana as well. And I'm holding a little bit of Binance. Binance is going to go fuck, guys. I don't know why people are sleeping on Binance. But also I'm also have Ethereum, the classic. But I have other coins that I don't feel I can share public right now because I'm a little bit risky in those ones. But I think my stable ones, the ones that I'm huge into, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum. I have Ethereum because it's the blockchain system of Ethereum. The smart contract system is beautiful, so I have it. But I said the big one that influence that if it goes down, my entire wallet moves is Cardano. I literally I'm big there. But I'm also looking more into. There's a new one to actually. This is what I'm still trying to understand and research more. It's a new to me, but it's called Solo. It's CELO. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm looking into it. I'm researching more into this one. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. So I'm trying to do more of my research into it and the system behind it, the mission of it, understand the fundamental of this coins and of this coin. But I have other coins, especially coins that are around the metaverse. I'm interested in the metaverse. For those who follow me on YouTube and TikTok, they've noticed I'm huge into the metaverse. It's something I'm literally invested into. So I'm also looking to crypto coins that speak to that language as well. And also Meta Hero is just one of the coins that also plays around that. I'm looking into it. I bought some of it. I'm not sure if I am looking at buying other ones that are into the metaverse as well, but I'm looking more into metaverse gaming coins as well. And also, just a fun fact is there's something about gaming that influenced a lot into crypto performance, and coins around the gaming community, the gaming sector is something that people are sleeping on. I don't know why, but the gaming community is huge and people in the gaming sector spend money. So I don't know why people are looking to coins that are speaking to the gaming community. But literally, remember, if you're talking about the metaverse crypto coin, the largest number of people that adopt to the metaverse and crypto fast is the gaming community, because they live digital, they live their life online, and crypto is one of the easiest way for them to adopt into that. So I don't know why people are not taking it damn serious. For me, I'm like, yo, I need to have my hand in the gaming and crypto space.
You know, as you're speaking, Ivyn, I'm just hoping that your excitement and your enthusiasm for crypto is going to, literally, brush onto other people that are listening to the podcast right now. Why should the ordinary South African get excited and participate in this cryptocurrency revolution?
Accessibility to a larger market, and it makes life more simple if you're in the crypto space. But I think the one reason that people need to adopt into crypto is the technology behind it. So I'm looking from the point of saying, the more South African adopts crypto, the more opportunities can be created for employment, the more opportunities can be created to help fight poverty and the issues we're facing as a country. Well, there's a huge job opportunity around crypto and the technology that is given. But the other thing as well is that we live in a country where you have a large number of people who don't have access to banking, and crypto will help that. It will help ensure people can transfer funds easily, help people access a large portion of I could say it's online things. So I think other reasons as well, but also at the same time, it's a good investment. Crypto is a good investment. If you look, it might just always goes up and down. But if you look in a general form, look at what price of just pick any crypto coin that's in the top 10 or the top 20, and look at that performance the past 5 years. So for 5 years, they beat big companies. They beat any form of investment. But they've been really doing well, and that's a good way for you to create an income for yourself, a good way for you to create wealth for yourself. So that's why, for me, I advocate for this form of investment, for the social impact it can have for our people, in terms of the technology behind it, but the blockchain technology, man, the opportunity that it brings beyond what we can imagine. As I said, I'm diving deep more into the gaming sector and how crypto plays a role there, and if you're young South Africans to access to this technology, what they can do with crypto is just beyond our imagination. Because our people, one thing about our South African people, they are creative. And imagine they can use crypto in their creativity, will be beautiful. And also, I said, the debt factor as well is just ownership, man. Have known that you have something under your name, something that's growing in value, something that you see, not physically see, but you open your Luno account and you see it goes up by 20%, you see it goes up by 30%. It gives you the sense of pride, man. It gives you a sense of joy, a sense of saying, I have something under my name. I have something that I'm building for myself. You know what that brings, man. No, just imagine for a normal Sipo guy sitting in Soweto, sitting in Mazane, in Mpumalanga, Kukuletu, in Cape Town, knowing that, hey, I put a 500 rand on my Luno airport Bitcoin, now sitting at 700 rand. And it did nothing. It just and that just like literally, man, it gives honor, it gives pride, it just does something.
Man, that's definitely something to get people excited when we talk about this crypto revolution. My last question for you in terms of your story is, I want us to look into the future. So Ivyn, I want you to be our crypto sangoma. What does the future of crypto hold in South Africa? Do you think more South Africans will adopt it? And how do we get them to adopt it?
The future for crypto is hanging right now as we speak, and the reason it's hanging is because we're seeing a large number of people who are becoming pros on crypto, excluding people. You understand? People who went into crypto want to feel special. They want this setup to be their thing. They don't want to open it up. And I love that you are having this type of podcast, opening it up. And the future of it now would depend on what we do to the opening the space. Let's have more conversation about crypto. Let's open it up. Let's simplify it. Let's make it more accessible. And I love that even brands like Luno are partnering up with you to make it more accessible and tell the story, the human side behind crypto, because there's a possibility of more South African adopting it, even as a form of payment and buying things with it and investing into it. There is that possibility, but it depends on the actions we do right now, the open conversation we want to have around crypto right now. If we're able to have an open and transparent conversation around crypto, a human side of crypto, we'll see more South African adopting it, we'll see more people buying it, we'll see more investing into it, but it will start around this type of conversation. I think government regulation are limiting the space for crypto. I think that's the one conversation you need to have as well. So we need to find a way to allow crypto to operate. But right now it's hard for crypto companies, payment, transfer to happen because of government regulations. So we need to have a conversation around how do we make crypto regulations that benefit the people. Crypto was created to be decentralized. If you allow government to come in and regulate it in a sense that will empower few people at expenses of the majority of people, and we'll see people not diving into crypto anymore. So we just also need to start lobbying for self-regulation to benefit us as the average guys, and start even drafting those regulations, making them public for government officials to start thinking about them in a way that we want the narrative and the way to be created. So I said it's going to be hard to adopt it into the current regulation. We need new regulations that will empower our people to access it, transfer and use it fully. And second thing, we want to have honest conversation around crypto as people, and big platforms that are selling and hosting and keeping wallets of crypto need to simplify their platforms. I love that Luno is doing that and pushing the education side of it. That thing is what we need to do to ensure that there's a huge mass adoption of crypto, and not the investment side. Not the investment side is important, but if you want to see huge adoption of crypto, let's push the technology side. Let's push it. But the technology side will allow an income that will allow them to invest into crypto, if that makes sense. Because if you put the technology, people will be adopting it with the idea of that, oh, we want to create jobs, we want jobs, 1, 2, 3, and people will go in there and making money on that side, meaning they put more money into crypto. It's going to be like a cycle type of vibe that makes sense.
You've said so much, and that brings us to the end of Ivyn Sambo's crypto story. It was authentic, it was open, it was honest, and I absolutely love that. From his first impression, from the scam that happened, from the misconceptions to filling up his own wallet. Ivyn, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Oh, truly my pleasure, my brother. I always enjoy being a guest in one of your podcasts, man. Like, I don't know why they're not giving you an award as the best podcast host in South Africa, man. Bro, they must give you an award, man. They need to, man. I'm not. You're an amazing host, my brother. Thank you so much for having me, man. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. So we'll be sharing more crypto stories in part 2, including my own crypto story. Investing in cryptocurrency is not regulated in South Africa and may result in the loss of capital as the value can fluctuate. Views and opinions shared on this podcast are that of the guests and not of Luno. Any material or information on this podcast does not constitute as financial advice.
From zero to crypto with Luno, your guide to understanding cryptocurrency. Big ups to you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. We're on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.